Football Power Hour.
Has anybody seen Shay Asana?
Oh my God!
Has anybody seen? You thought we forgot, Shay. You thought we forgot. Shout out to my African brother who said these words. I forgot his name. He's a content creator, though. He said, Arsenal is like a TV series. Get it right. Arsenal Football Club is like a TV series. Why? Because they're always waiting for the next season.
Football Power Hour.
Yo. We back like Lady YORO. Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to you for joining me. You know, we wanted to do the review yesterday, but then, we had Jarvis's corner, and I thought, you know what, let's not rush the review. Sometimes it's always good to sit a little bit and let the euphoria, the emotion of the moment taper down a little bit, and then you can actually have an objective perspective on the game. So we're gonna do what we always do after every Man United game: do a match review, give the players a performance grade and a performance remark. But before we get into that, let's talk. Has anybody seen Shay Asana?
Oh my God!
Has anybody seen, my man Tariq talks?
Jesus is Lord.
Has anybody seen Mikel Arteta? Madam, I have a voice note from Shay, and he sent me this message. Listen, let's listen to Shay's message.
Oh my
God! William Saliba. Don't we forget about you, Chelsea, Dan. Do not think we forget about you. You too, you can get it. Yo, Chelsea, let's not forget this weekend was a weekend of joy for us Manchester United fans because, we got our 3 points and we saw the rivals. Some of the rivals not get that 3 points, and it was so good. Especially the one, for me, I don't even know which one brought me the most joy. Seeing Arsenal lose or Chelsea lose. Chelsea, fine, they lost at the expense of Liverpool winning. So that one brings me less joy naturally. But because these trolls like Chelsea dead, these trolls like Touch FC, I gotta ask them.
Someone early on said, trust the process. My thought was, what's the process?
What's happening to Cole Palmer? Chelsea dead? What's happening to what's his name? Madueke. Has anybody seen any Chelsea fan? Please tell him.
We're desperate for dialogue.
By the way, you see Shay Arsenal, you see Mojo, you see who else? Who else is a part of the Arsenal community in our small community? Who else? There is Mojo, there's Shay Arsenal, there's Tariq Talks, there is Luca.
We're desperate for dialogue. We just want to talk.
Where are you, Luca AFC? Where are you, Sophie from Guna Gossip TV?
We're desperate for dialogue. We just want to talk.
Sophie. You know, it's funny. It's funny because Arsenal fans, they went through this thing and saying, yes, Mikel Arteta is the man, but and he's been talking about trusting the process for a while. But for how long?
Oh my God.
How long is the process gonna last? Think about it. Is winning trophies is a hard thing, and we never, ever, like as Man United fans, I feel like give Eric Ten Hag the credit that he deserves, because at the end of the day, like he's got two in 2.5 years, or 2 years going on to the third year, and Mikel Arteta 1-6.
Jesus is Lord.
I really don't know which one brought you the most joy. I want to know from the community while you were watching after we got our 3 points. Which rival loss brought you some joy? Because I've been seeing a lot of activity on the internet, like this too. Oh my goodness! Look at this!
Oh my God.
Jadon Sancho is the one that killed me the most. You know what's crazy though? We saw Reece James for the first time in a long time. Oh boy. Oh, I was having too much fun. I forgot I had the echo on. I had the echo because I wanted to call on Shea Arsenal. Hopefully he can hear the words. He can hear me calling for him and echoing, through from one ocean to the next. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Big shout out to everybody that is here. I see you, Imran Khan in the building, saying happy Tuesday. It is a Tuesday, It's a Tuesday, and I think don't we have Champions League football today? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Imran Khan says we're not back yet, but we're getting there. That's really the bigger conversation that I want to have. Are we, some Man United fans believe, like when you see rain clouds gathering, they're like, it's gonna rain. There's some Man United fans that say, nah. I'll wait till I feel the first few droplets from the sky, and then I can say that it's gonna rain, And everybody, to each their own. Everybody has a way of sort of just being, not overly reactive. And some have a way of being overly reactive. I'm somewhere in between. Sometimes when I see the rain clouds gather, I'm like, I know for sure it's time to get the raincoat. There's no way I want to be outside and then feel the first few droplets. And then I'm like, oh, now it's going to rain. When you saw the rain clouds gathering. So what I'm trying to get at with this analogy is that finally our forwards are clicking at Man United. Finally, our forwards showed up. Finally, it's almost undebatable that Rashford, Garnacho, Højlund, that's our best front three. No, I know it puts Amad Diallo in a precarious position, but those three players, I believe they've been also struggling, we know that we have a negative goal difference still, but it's a tough job being a Man United forward because, when somebody asks you how was work, it's like if you're a receptionist and somebody says how was work, all you can talk about is the phone calls that you got, right? Most of the time, right? Or the visitors that came through the front door. But if you're a forward and somebody asks you at Manchester United, if you're a Man United forward and somebody asks you how was work, and the goals are not coming, you really can't say much, You say, work was not good. Work was all right. So it's one of those things where I feel like the confidence of the front three was much needed, and it needed a boost. And this Brentford game was just the perfect opportunity for us to get that spirit elevated a little bit, and maybe that will breed a little bit more confidence into the team and nurture that chemistry that we really need, because we saw Rashford crossing from deep, from the right. You know what? Rashford on the right is the right decision. Honestly speaking, honestly speaking, talking about the right, yes, we will talk about Anthony. There's rumors about Anthony going on loan. There's obviously the LENY YORO injury boost. He's back in training. Exactly. There's a lot going on at Man United. We can't catch a day off, really. But we're still on the front three. I want to give them that flowers first of all before we talk individual performances. Like, I really loved how they are starting to believe in each other, and I loved how Hoyland was also linking up play. Like Hoyland, like I remember one particular phase of play where he dropped deep, and even Ericsson and Rashford were ahead of him. He just received the ball like in where like you'd expect a number 8 or a number 10 to be, and then he just like turns into space and then threads the ball through. Oh, no, guys, I strongly recommend this. Watch the game again, like I did last night. I obviously watched it, on the live, while I was at work, and I was like, okay, there was more about the euphoria, more about like, the excitement of finally getting a win. But then when you watch it again, there's some things that will come apparent to you that may not necessarily have been, that you didn't notice in the first watch. So I'll say this. There was a little bit of me understanding why we seemed a little bit slow in the first half. Because here's the thing. Going into that game, we knew that Brentford had scored early goals, like four occasions, 4 out of 7 matches. They had scored early goals after kickoff. So we know that like we had to survive the first wave. And then after we survived that, no early Brentford goal. There was a little bit of a psychological like, okay, this match is going to go different. That is what I saw. That is part of what contributed to like the slowness and sort of like pensiveness that we saw in the midfield. And then another thing that I noticed that you may or may have not noticed was that we had the young Jack Fletcher in the substitute bench.
Oh my God!
Oh, if you don't know why I'm excited about this, Jack Fletcher, the son of Darren Fletcher, finally got a sniff of like what it feels like to be at a match day at Old Trafford, and that's very important. Obviously, we had Ethan Wheatley there as well, but you may have not noticed this because maybe they were like, because they were not called upon. This might have passed you, but this is kind of instrumental in a journey of a young player. Honestly, to be able to see that, be able to be a part of that, and see sometimes how, as a Man United player, there'll be odds stacked up against you, and you have to rise up to the occasion. So big shout out to obviously it's not by accident. I think part of it is obviously the injury crisis that we're in. If we had like say Luke Shaw available or Malacia available, Jack Fletcher wouldn't have been on the bench. But it is important to note that he was there. Anthony was also on the bench. I'm sure we all know that. That's partially why there's all this rumors that Ineos might be done with him. This is a part of a bigger conversation that we'll get into later on in the show. I just want to quickly just go through the match grades because, we always do this on this channel. And last time we did it was versus Aston Villa. And here we go. It's time to talk about the Manchester United player performances after like having some time to think about it. As you can see, this is the Aston Villa grades. So we're just pretty much just gonna look at that. We had a team grade of a C, but I believe today's grades will be so much better. I'm curious what you think about all these players. So we had Onana, who did not have a clean sheet. Unfortunately, Andre Onana did not have a clean sheet, and I really, really, really feel like a clean sheet would have been so good to have had we not let De Ligt go. First of all, our medical department. We talked about it in the good, bad, and the ugly, and mentioned that the ugly of the match, the ugly of the weekend was the Manchester United medical department, because somehow they have graduated from medical school and still don't know that Vaseline does not stop bleeding. Like how are you gonna have an opportunity to bandage a player 3 times and you still don't do it? Somebody in the medical department is a serious 007 agent. Honestly, it's like the ops. They are just sort of having their own agenda. How do you do it? You, like, we've seen, like, what's his name? That player was even say what's his name? The guy who was, like, I saw Pedro Neto one time wearing a bandage. Just get a whole bandage, man, and make sure the player does not bleed again. That's all you have to do. It's that simple. No, things that are simple, not at Man United. We don't do simple. So I'm really, 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 really disappointed by our medical department. And I feel like, Dr. NHS, please talk to your friends that went to medical school with you to apply for jobs at Man United. Because honestly speaking, the vacancies are open if it was according to me, All right. Andre Onana, aside from there was one shot that he blocked that was from distance, and I can't remember if it was Damsgaard who made that shot, but at the end of the day, Onana for me gets a B because he didn't have a clean sheet. It's a B. He should have done something. That moment when you're one man down, on the pitch, it's a wake-up call for Manchester United players and the tactical coaches that moving forward, there will be moments where in the season we have red cards. There will be moments in the season where a player has a head injury and has to be receiving treatment. But when the opposition get a corner kick, we cannot afford to be so horrible in our defending. Onana has to know that, all right, we have De Ligt. De Ligt is the guy, because as we talked about it yesterday, we do a hybrid of man-to-man and zonal marking in our set pieces. And De Ligt is somebody that is supposed to be occupying the near post area. Johnny Evans was on the far post area. So Johnny Evans, really, you can't fault him too much, except that maybe he should have been able to, like, communicate and to his teammates and say, guys, near post is open, something like that, But Onana also is culpable because he is there. Your job, as we talked about it yesterday, your job is to scan, look quickly, look to see not just at the ball and where the corner kick taker is kicking the ball from, but you have to look at where he's kicking the ball to. That is part and parcel of the job. And it's a quick little scan, like my boy Stu talked about it yesterday. All you got to do is help scan and communicate. Be like, near post is open. That goal is easy to avoid with just simple communication. And I hope there's a learning moment. Also for Onana to be like, maybe I should take a gamble and not stand on the line like a passenger. Go claim the cross. If the cross is that close to the 6-yard box, just step out, fam. You can catch it. You're allowed to use your hands. You used your hands versus the Wolves player last season where you punched somebody. So do it again. Or not, maybe not punch somebody, but you get what I'm saying. Like, use your hands. Don't just be glued and planted on your line, because at the end of the day, he didn't even do anything. He just saw the ball just be sent to Pinnock, and then next thing, he just looks. He's like a scarecrow. So Andre Onana for me gets a B. If you disagree, I'm willing to hear what you got to say about that. Yo, big up to Bath Time in the building. Says, hey, it's midday, Poppy in the house. Yes, we're back with the midday shows, Bath Time. Big up to yourself. Punch ball away. If defender says lucky, right? That's all Onana had to do. Big up to Imran Khan for agreeing with me and saying, let's give the man a B. It's only fitting. B. Should have done something. Something, man. Communication, or at least come out and claim the cross. Come out and claim that ball. Part of the reason why we got you is because we were like complaining that David De Gea does not have presence in the box, commanding presence, especially for balls that are being crossed in. So should have done something on the goal we conceded. But he did his job in terms of like saving the long range shot that I believe must have been from Damsgaard. But at the end of the day, it's a B. It's not a. It could have been a B plus, A minus had we had a clean sheet. All right. Next is, oh man, we had also what's his name? We had Licha playing fullback, because we know Mazraoui had his operation, so he was not really fit to start, but Martinez did a good job. Yo, bath time, I'm curious what you have to say about this, because I don't know if you noticed, bath time. I know you actually probably did, because you like to really analyze everything about the game. But like the second goal that we scored, it was Licha who won that ball, because of our high press that was actually so cohesive in the second half. Martinez is the player that went to claim that ball, and we got it. He passed it to Eriksson, and Eriksson to Bruno to Rasmus Højlund, and the triangle was complete. Well, the triangle, if you're counting it from like Christian Eriksen to Bruno with the flick, and then Højlund with the finish, with the really nice dink, actually. So honestly, for me, Bucha did an incredible job. I'm with Imran Khan. I have to give Bucha an A, a fire A. I honestly, what's crazy for me? It's Imran. It's one of those things in the first watch of the game, I thought, no, Licha just did a job. But guys, he was playing against Mbeumo. Mbeumo is one of the best pressers in the Premier League today at this very moment. He may not be an exceptional footballer, a world-class footballer, but pressing-wise, he's part of the reason why Brentford been getting all these early goals. And Martinez, for me, the question that I want to ask you, Bath Time, and anybody else in the building is, should Lisandro let's do a quick poll. Let's do a quick poll. Since we don't have a left back anyway, the question I am posing to the community today is, should Licha be our left back moving forward? Until we can see an informed Luke Shaw or Malacia, whoever comes first. I don't know. Those guys are AI. But the question is, I want to do a quick poll. Should Licha, or let me call him Licha Martinez, just in case other people don't know who Licha is. Shame on you if you don't. Should Licha Martinez be our left back moving forward? Because think about it. We have LENY YORO back in training.
Oh my God.
Johnny Evans, Benjamin Button settings, man. He is back. He is not good. This guy, I don't think he's... he gets better like with time, he ages like fine wine. So should we just say, Licha, fam, we like you as a left center back, but here's the thing, we got a job for you this season. Should you be on the left hand side? Because there's something special about Licha on the left that I don't know if you didn't notice, but when he receives the ball in our build-up, right? We love to invite pressure. It's a Ten Hag tactic that he wants to do and instill in our team, building up from the back. And part of it is like the opposition players have to come press you. But Licha does something distinctly different from Dalot. Dalot has to more occasions than none push the ball into his right foot, because that's his dominant foot if he's playing left back, right? And then from there, like, the passing lanes are not as open or as many as when you are using a left foot as your dominant foot. So Licha was able to sometimes just find Garnacho with ease. Licha was able to just sometimes have two more passing lanes with ease, whether it's to Garnacho or into the middle. And it's just something that he just naturally has. That is why I'm asking this question today. Should Licha be our left back moving forward? And I think we can all unanimously agree that he gets an A in that performance. I really, really loved how it was such a gritty, physical performance, and also really keeping Mbeumo quiet. And he often won that individual battle with some really, really, really butcherish challenges, So Captain Mbeumo in his pocket. So big up to Licha for that. And also, like, he had a moment, I think we had what do you call a corner kick in the first half, and he flicked it on. That corner kick could have turned into something special, you know. It could have turned into something special if we converted it. So, delight. You just gave me the lit. Yo, talking about the butcher, we have a butch warrior. This guy is something else. Whoever, I can't believe that some people in the media that called him Dutch Maguire. Matthijs de Ligt is more than Maguire. Big out to Dr. NHS in the building, saying yes, Martinez deserved that A for sure. Flex Mbuemo, stinker, and hooked. I like Leach on the left back position against Mbuemo, right? If this is the decision going forward, Kenny says no. Imran Khan says yes, keep Leach at left back. Guys, make your voice heard in the poll as well. I'm gonna actually, let's do this. Let me open the line. I see Doctor is in the building, and anybody else that wants to chime in this conversation, you know, the lines are open right there if you want to join in. But Bath Time says A is a bit strong, Papi. Dallo and Evans had better games in my opinion. For an A for Martinez is too strong. Really? Nah, I stand by the A. Why is it too strong? He's saying Dallo and Evans had better games. Dallo at left back had a better game than Martinez this season. Which match, Bath Time? Be more specific with your claim. Let's support it. Let's hear you. Let's hear you support it. Honestly, I want to hear your reasoning. Why? Why would you say that? Yeah, like we're gonna talk about how we should start towards the end of the show, at the end of the stream. He was fine. Martinez, we defended from deeper with him. Casemiro and Eriksen, no complaints with him at all, says Bath Time. Okay, all right, big up to Star Lord in the house, guys. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's talk. All right, so for me, De Ligt is like this. The way I look at De Ligt's position, our performance rather in this game, he has this recklessness that is reeking of Eric Bailly, but it's also the warrior that I love about the warrior spirit that I love about him. Not only that, but we saw him in the second half bombing down that right hand side and providing a cross that fell for, I think, Xerxes. No, it was Garnacho. It fell for Garnacho, and Garnacho should have done better with it. But that is what you want from a center back. That is what you want from your defensive line. To when they see space, they attack it and give an accurate ball. You see that happen time and time again with, say, sometimes Ben White from his right back position. He's a natural center back at Arsenal, but obviously he plays on the right back position. But you see defenders, or Guardiola for City, you see defenders having an impact, a direct influence on attacking phases. And I really, really love this about De Ligt, that I almost want to give him an A, but I think it's going to be an A- or B+. Should it be B+? We didn't have a clean sheet, I thought this was the more like, level-headed, objective opinion. Yeah, it's a B+. Let's say B+, 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 B+ for De Ligt. And A is too strong. We didn't have a clean sheet. Okay, so Bath Time has supported his claim, says it does sound like a Maguire-like thing to hit someone's knee because they came out too late and then be off the pitch for a last-minute corner. So the nickname Dutch Maguire is fitting. That is funny. Bath Time says the Brentford match, Dallo was far more vital to the win, allowed Rashi inside for the cross to equalize, for example. Okay, fair point. But also Dallo. Let's talk about how culpable he was. He's the guy, last Man United player to be touching Pinnock, and then he just does this very lethargic, I'm gonna wrestle you, but not really wrestle you, and then just let Pinnock have a fair shot at the header. For me, Dallo, I like him offensively, but we gotta remind him, defending is not optional, fam. Did this versus Spurs, letting Pedro Porro, no, was it Pedro Porro? Van de Ven. You did this versus Porto. You did this versus Brentford. We can't have strike three, Dalo. We can't have this be a pattern. I like how you are offensively, but we can't have this happening over and over again. Defending is not optional. Matter of fact, let me write that down right now. Defending is not optional. It's not optional. I like him offensively, no doubt. And I really agree with what you're saying about time. But he has to remember, like, when we're asking for his job description, like, he's like, bro, I'm a defender first and foremost. So defend if you're that. You know what I mean? But I hear what you're saying about time. So big up to Lil Yo-Yo in the chat as well, says green screen puppy. It's funny, I have the green screen, but I haven't set it up yet. I'm the 007 agent, Lil Yo-Yo. But anyway, Mlayale says, wait, Martinez gets an A, but did it get a B plus? What is going on here? I know. A is a little bit too strong in retrospect, But I really love Licha's impact on the left-hand side. I know. Let's mark it down. Matter of fact, let's actually ask Dr. NHS what she thinks about this. Because, like, I want to put Martinez, give him his just grade, and I feel like A- is more appropriate. But let's hear how the doctor viewed Licha's performance and is an A-
Hi.
Good grade. Hello, doctor. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Lovely weekend. I'm not ill. I'm chilling. Life is good. This is one of them days. I have to count the blessings and tell you life is good as a Man United fan today. So I need some perspective from you.
Help?
Yes, some help. What is your opinion on Licha? What grade should he get?
My problem. So, wait, is it my internet that keeps on cutting out? I think
I heard you say my problem, and then, like, I didn't hear.
Can everybody hear?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Then I feel like the goal, the Brentford goal, was not. I went back and I looked at the whole Brentford goal situation, and I'm mad now. I'm like mad. Reason why I'm mad: the medical team.
Speak on it.
Sit up, because I know you guys can't see me, but
yeah, please sit up. We want your opinion to be like, yes. Yeah. Let's hear it. No,
the Brentford goal was nobody's exposed except
this Wi-Fi today, doctor, is not Wi-Fi.
What did they do? Because the Brentford scored during the extra time, right?
Mm-hmm. During extra time,
right?
During added time, yeah.
Yes. So, and the injury happened, I think, in the first minute of the injury time.
100%.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It was either at the end.
So you had about 48 minutes.
Extra time was 5 minutes. You had about
yes.
But like you had 2 minutes, to just put something like bandage on. It's gonna keep for 2 minutes. Then you have 15 minutes to sew him up. So what you do?
What did they actually do, doctor? I feel like he put Vicks Vapor Rub or something.
I feel no. Do you know what that was? It was antibacterial thing. It's like
no. Are you serious?
You have to do that. You have to put antibacterial.
Okay.
Put that on. Wrap it up properly. No, it was not. I did not see the Vaseline. Unless
it was shiny. It looked like petroleum jelly, doctor. That's what
it looks like. I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you, we have antibacterial gel that looks like Vaseline.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
thing. But what you do is you wrap the person's head up properly, and
Yeah.
head wounds are such that depending on where it is, it's
Uh-huh.
going to bleed. Especially like skin, when you cut your skin, you realize you bleed a
Yeah.
lot. So
Yeah.
you have to wrap it up properly. You
Uh-huh.
have to wrap it up properly. There's 2 minutes left of injury time. And you see how Martina, sorry, the left and what's his name? Rude were pissed. They were
Yes.
mad, big mad,
Yes.
and they both get yellow cards.
Yes.
Also referees, I'm ready to fight. Cause really, what they're giving me a yellow card. You're supposed to pause the game. I get it, injury time, but add it on the second half. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god,
So okay.
Dalo
What
B,
yeah. So
Evans
Dalo gets
A.
a B. Okay, all right. Thank you. That's precisely what I
Yeah,
was trying to ask you where you're going with it.
because
And then you said Johnny Evans gets a what? An A?
yeah,
Even though we didn't have
yeah,
a
an
clean
A
sheet.
minus. Because let's be honest, Johnny Evans has been doing. He's 36. I'm younger than Johnny Evans, and I'm currently in bed. I'm tired. His knees must be burning, guys.
That
He's
is
been
true.
carrying. He's been carrying United. Look, Johnny Evans is a Champions League winner. Granted, in 2008, I researched this over the
Yeah.
weekend. Apparently he played like a total of less than 10 minutes in the 2008 Champions League. He wasn't even on the list for the final, but because he played in the group stages, he got a medal. So he's a Champions League winner, guys.
Mm.
Xerxes is a Champions League winner because he also played 5 minutes.
Hold on, doctor. Did
Guys,
you just say
Johnny
Xerxes
Evans has been
Champions League
carrying
winner?
this
Oh,
defense.
hold on. Did you
Yes,
just
yes.
wait?
I
With
googled
which
it.
team?
I googled.
Oh, with when he was at Bayern. Wait, Xerxes Champions
Oh,
League.
wait. Let me double check, but I'm very sure.
Doctors are here, moving like Mark N.
Papi, Papi, at least I'm not moving mad like blind men who can't see. Man, some of them men in the chat here moving like they want to give competition to a certain man who's play the piano. You know what I mean? Because even Ray Charles could see that it had two players run in between Dallo and Pinnock, and everybody know. I don't know if men don't watch Dallo, but
Uh-huh.
Dallo is not the best player when it comes to challenging in the air. We
Bro,
all
no,
know
just make
this.
it difficult.
No, no,
Mark,
no, no, no,
Mark,
no, no,
Mark,
bro. No, no, no,
hold
no,
on,
no, no.
hold
Listen
on.
to me. Listen to me.
Oh,
We don't rewrite the history and we don't suddenly make things different, bro. Jack Grealish has the same output as Anthony over the years, I think. We're not changing nothing. Whoever is the better
but
player is
this is
by
about
choice.
Dallo and Dallo's defending. Wait,
Exactly.
yeah,
If
yeah.
let me tell you something, Papi. If two players run in between you and the player you marking, and he
Mhm.
free, he already 4 inches taller than you. Pinnock is 6'4", Dallo is 5'9",
Sure,
right?
we understand.
Right? So let me
Yeah.
just start there. Yours already at a disadvantage. Two players run in between the both of y'all. By the
Okay.
time you get him, he done already up for the header, bro. Secondly, he covering a spot that he's not required to cover. He's never covered those spots when it comes to headers and or set pieces. He's be on the line by the goal post. Let me start there.
Okay.
He not doing that is
So,
not his job. So
so
I
yes.
understand he make a mistake, cool. But let we don't talk about it like if two players didn't run in between the two of them right in the moment when the ball was crossed. So that is not his fault. So
Okay.
if he had run through the
So,
men them and Licha fall down and the next fella score, we go blame Licha, right? Bro, sometimes this happen. We gotta just move on from some of those things, bro.
okay. But still,
I
like
would have
we
get
have.
that low a C for the game because of that, but I mean everybody moving mad, but the game I beat.
Okay, so you're saying it's a C. Or so all this time I
No,
thought
but
Mark, you're saying that
you see,
Dallas should have
because
a
why?
high
Because
grade.
here why, bro? At the end of the
Yeah.
day, this is the real world. It's not a video game. Men them will make mistakes. It's humans, right?
Yeah.
So we gotta stop acting like that. Like football is perfect. Nobody is playing no perfect football games. Every player is make mistake. Haaland didn't score a goal in 2 or 3 games now. No one
Yeah.
cares. Understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So Dalo, he make a mistake. Cool. We win the game. Move on. He was a C or a B. Cool. You know, if he was a A, I would have be complaining because I would be saying, bro, even I just rate Dalo. But yeah, for that goal, I had to take away some stripes from him. Whether or not it's a mistake that he could have control or not. Sometimes he's gotta leave it like that, bro.
For me, the thing, Mark, it's like, bro, like he was clearly before the corner kick is taken, he's wrestling with Pinnock, and then from there he just
And
gets,
then two players ran in between Pinnock and him. I don't understand. Y'all
but
keep
still
forgetting the two
follow.
players.
You can
No,
still
but
follow
still
and try
what?
and make it
The
difficult,
ball is not in the air for 5 minutes, King. What are you
bro,
talking
bro,
about?
bro.
The
I'm
ball is
not
not in
saying
the air for
challenge for the
five
ball.
minutes.
I'm not saying he can challenge for the ball, but
No,
the
but you're not
fact that
hearing me.
he
What
can
you
make
want
it
him to
difficult.
do, all right, okay. At the point when the ball was kicked, he was marking Pinnock well. When the
Yes,
ball was in flight, two players ran in between him and Pinnock, allowing Pinnock freedom. What do you want him to do?
I want him to follow Pinnock and make sure you're just
He
making it
did,
uncomfortable.
but
It's not a
you see,
clean header.
he did exactly what you said there.
No,
But
he
at the
stopped. He had a
you
moment
see,
where he just agreed. He
bro,
just
two
felt like,
players ran in between him. How
oh,
you want him to do? See, you must stop, bro. You want him to run into the two players because that's
bro,
what you're saying.
I
That's
think
exactly what
you
you're
need to
saying.
watch that corner kick again
No,
and
you
just
need to watch it again.
follow
Watch it
Dallo.
again. Watch when
Look
he
at
stopped. Two
Dallo's
players ran
positioning,
in between. Two
bro.
players, a player from Man United and a player from Brentford, ran in between him and Pinnock, bro. Watch the game. I watched the game.
No, I watched it last night
That
again,
is
bro.
why he stopped. That is the reason why he stopped, Papi.
Don't
Come
stop.
on,
How
bro.
come if you're
So,
holding
so
Pinnock like this, follow Pinnock? I don't care if
two
there's a player
players
blocking you.
ran through
Follow.
them in
No, no,
between.
no, no, no,
Pinnock
no,
was
no,
on
no,
one
no.
side. He was
Mark
on the
needs
other
to watch
side.
the game again. Okay,
No,
okay.
bro. All you need to watch the game again, bro. Two players ran in between Dallo and Pinnock. Two. So just now. Two men ran in between you and I. I
Mm-hmm.
chasing you. How I so bro, what do you want me to do? I must stop to let them pass. Or I had to run through them and then I might have caused a penalty. You know, he should have run through them. I'm not arguing it again. He should have just ran through them, cause a penalty. They score a penalty. It's still his fault.
No,
The
no, no.
argument would be simpler. No, no,
You
no.
know, like
Because
that
you all
for
moving.
me,
No, papi, you're moving mad now, bro.
bro.
Because you're telling me that if I marking you two and
Yeah.
you chasing a ball in flight,
Mm-hmm.
all right, that is a still image at after the fact, right?
Yeah.
That image.
How come you
First
hold
of
on?
all, that
I'm
image don't
bringing
show
that image.
nothing other than
Hear
after
why
the
I'm
fact.
bringing up the image.
You know,
Hear
you're
why?
bringing it up to prove your point, but it doesn't prove any point because it doesn't have the full objective
It
view. Because
certainly
the
does.
image is
If
still, the image
I
is not
was
plain, brother.
holding
This is
hands with
after
you
the fact.
before a ball
This
is
is
kicked,
after the fact,
Mark,
papi.
okay, okay.
That is
You
after the
talk and then
fact.
I'll talk after you.
But that image doesn't show the two players running in between Dallo and Pinnock. So if that image not showing that, then you can't argue with me, bro.
Okay, you done?
Yeah, done because that
So
image just showing the end of the goal. It's not showing what happened.
100% an image tells half the story. You need a full video to see the thing. But with the fact of the matter is the objective truth is Dallo and Pinnock were holding hands before the ball was kicked. And now Dallo is next to Garnacho. Pinnock is by
All
himself
right.
after the
The
ball was,
same two players that ran in between that I don't know how it's so hard to understand. Two
yeah.
players ran in between Dallo and Pinnock. How hard is that to understand? How long the ball
No,
in the air?
bro.
Is the
All,
ball in the air for 10
listen,
minutes, bro? Is the
Mark.
ball in the air for 10 minutes?
All
I'm
right,
just
all right, all
asking.
right, all right, all right. I don't want to dwell on this point for the whole show, but the main point for me is that you can have players obstruct you. That is a tactic that they wanted to do, that Brentford wanted to do, right? You can have players obstruct you, but the main thing is players are not a huge wall. You can still go around them. If for me, Dallo was
Okay, so
closer to
that's what
Pinnock.
Dallo did is what I'm trying to explain to you. All I'm
Look,
trying to say is that
yeah,
he did exactly that, right? And you trying to say that he didn't do it good enough. We're not saying he
yes,
did. That is what he did, though. He was obstructed. That is why Pinnock got away from him. And that is why he was unable to catch up to Pinnock in time to stop the goal. The
okay,
end. This is what I have been saying all the time. You are saying that he just let Pinnock score a goal because he stopped defending. That's what you saying.
I'm saying make it difficult for the guy who's hitting the ball. I'm not expecting Dallo to jump as high as Pinnock. That will never happen. He can jump higher than Pinnock's like knee,
Bro.
you know. But at the same time, like, you know, something has to be mentioned about how lethargic his defending was. That for me is unacceptable, and that is what I'm trying to point out. You know,
Bro,
that's all.
I don't
That's
know. I
all.
don't know how to explain it to you, bro. I can't say a man lethargic more than Joshua Zirkzee this season, to be fair. And I still giving him time to perform. I being honest.
Can you
I
tell
being
me what?
honest, bro. But to tell me that a player, but to tell me a player was obstructed by two players, not one, but by two players. But he still should have get to that ball, bro. Nah, boy.
Stick with the man. Stick with the man.
He
Simple.
was
That's
up.
all I'm trying to say.
Just so wait,
But
just so wait. So
okay,
you didn't
okay,
hear. So
enough,
wait.
enough on this point. Can you look at is this Casemiro with his eyes closed? What is he? Look at Onana.
That is the biggest problem in that picture. And if all you're not noticing that as football fans, something wrong with all
Onana.
you.
What is
Just
Onana
watch that
doing?
Onana positioning in that whole situation. His foot is flat on the ground. He not even looking. He not even jumping.
No,
And that is my problem. Why blame
his
Dallo
left
when
foot wants
Onana
to
that is your
jump, but his
goalkeeper?
right foot doesn't.
Why it is you're blaming Dallo and you're watching that picture and look at Onana. Just
Ah.
watch that Onana and tell me if that's the shape of a world class goalkeeper. Man, mad, bro.
You know, can we give some effort points to Licha? Licha tried to do something. He's jumping. I don't know why he's jumping, but he's jumping. You know,
I don't know what's going on there, but what I can say is, bro, just look at Onana. I mean, bro, to be fair, bro, to be fair, bro, I would say that this, bro. I'm not by real critical at Onana, but I just think that we need a shot stopping goalkeeper, not a goalkeeper whose best attribute is playing out from the back. Better we have defenders for that business, bro. Trust what I say.
I hear you. Star Lord in the chat says Dallo lost his men for the goal. End of story.
Exactly. That's why he's trying to say, boy, Star-Lord, bro, and these men them.
And Vegeta supporting the same argument that I was also trying to make. It's like, do
Bro,
not let
but you see, you
know?
can't say that when two players run through the man and the player. Like, bro, if it was
I
one man alone, I
understand
could
that, Mark.
understand.
I understand.
No, you don't, bro, because you're still saying he gave up too soon. But listen,
Bro.
put it like this, right? It's come like if you are chasing Haaland to your header and somebody run in your part right before you reach up to Haaland, you either one or two things. You're gonna jump to foul him. He in the box, just remember that. Right? Or you just had to just try, hopefully that you know your presence put him off. Other than that, the goalkeeper had to save. The biggest problem is thinking that the goalkeeper have no fault when he's standing flat-footed in the middle of the goal.
Sure.
Watching the entire play happen from start to finish. I never back on Nana, brother man, so I don't know what halftime with Vegeta talking about.
Yeah, no, but like Mark, you like to a Vegeta has a point.
He don't have a
there,
point, bro,
like,
because I don't back people who just let us down, bro. As a matter of fact, let me don't say anything, bro, because man go get vexed. So let's keep it moving with that point.
all right.
What I mean?
Let's go to Casemiro. How do you judge Casemiro's
I think Casemiro had a good game, to be fair. You know what I mean? I would give Casemiro a B minus. I don't think a C is fair. I don't think a full B is fair. But I think he had a good game here. He had some good chances going forward. He was good defensively. You know what I mean? It had some moments where you would hope he didn't shoot, but you're going to say these things happen.
You know, there was a shot that he took in the second half that I was like, oh, that's that should have tested Flecken. Is it Flecken? Yeah, Mark Flecken better. Like like it's funny because in the first half there was a lot more like a little bit slow vibes from him. It was a little bit like too pensive in my opinion in the first half, and then the second half he grew into the game. So for me, it's like a C first half. C first half. Listen,
The game is 90
Mark,
minutes.
Let me finish my opinion first before you respond. I said the first half is a C and the second half is a B. So like middle ground, like C plus
But you
B
see,
minus.
this why I disagree there, because Yali go and tell you what I was going to tell you in the beginning.
Okay,
Casemiro
what?
was in team of the week for the Premier League, so he definitely could not have a C in the first half.
No, come on, Mark. Come on.
No,
Oh,
bro, no, bro. You see that what you're saying there is a little bit too harsh. I being honest. The first half wasn't perfect, but he was one of the better players in the first half anyway.
Star
The,
Lord
pro- the
agrees
problem.
with me. Move, man. Star Lord agrees with me. Nah, 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 nah. Let's hear what the op has to say. Big up Star Lord. Big up to Imran Khan says Casemiro gets a B. Oh, just a solid B, no B minus. Okay. Cass was in the team of the week, like Mark was saying, so he was maybe the team's best player. Ooh, interesting. Really? Team's best player by the metric of team of the week. Yale, let's hear what the Ten Hag hater has to say about Casemiro. Bro, big up, wrap up, Haven.
What's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. Did you like Casemiro's performance in the game versus Brentford? And what did you like about it if you did?
Listen, I'm gonna be real. I like Casemiro, yeah, but listen, it wasn't amazing. He just done the basics, innit? He just done the basics. The whole
Okay.
this is what I've been trying to say to everybody, and I've watched the game again.
Yeah.
It wasn't that good. Like the second half was better, and we dominated. Brentford shut the bed,
Yeah.
yeah, but let's be honest, it weren't that great. It weren't that great. Maybe we were better, we dominated, but I can't go off this performance and say we're doing this, we're doing that. It's way too early.
Okay.
That's the truth. But Casemiro, I'll give him a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. That translates into a B, actually, right? Like if you're giving it grades A, B, C, or
I'll
D.
say yes, B minus, C plus.
Okay, all right. We're in agreement then. All right. So what about Christian Eriksen? How do you view Christian Eriksen's performance?
Christian Eriksen, I'll give him 6.5, 7, 6.5. Because he missed that clear chance. He should have scored that. For someone in his quality, he should have scored that.
Bro,
He had a good game.
That needs to be called out. Yes.
He had a good game, but I have to minus points for that. 6.5 out of 10. I'll give him 6.5.
Okay. Well, so what's a 6.5? Can you translate it into letter grades, bro? We're back in school right now.
Letter grades? I'll give him. What did Casemiro get? He got a B minus.
Yeah.
B minus. Do you know what? I'll give him a C plus.
I agree with that. That's exactly what I was gonna give him as well. Okay. All right. Let's see. What about Captain Bruno Fernandes?
To be honest with you, you ain't gonna like it.
Uh-oh. You know he's one of my favorite players, but like okay,
I'm gonna give him.
He had an assist.
This is where I'm gonna give him a C minus. It's gonna be nice today. C minus. Because his overall game was still crap. I'm sorry. Great assist, but his overall game was still crap. I don't do the Listen, I said it before. This game was one of moments, and it was a hell of a moment. But consistency, his overall game was not that good. It was not that good. We need to start over-indexing performances. I'm even giving mediocre grades for players I like. So,
nah, bro. Nah. Mark, this guy's moving mad, bro.
Bro, this man literally talking about the player who had the most passes completed in the game. I don't know. Like, sometimes I just wonder if United is abject shit. Like, we just watching garbage. Because sometimes I just try to figure out if people assume that the only way to play possession style football is the way Man City is play football. Because that's the only how I could understand the way they're assessing Manchester United right now. Because we don't do exactly what Man City does do. And to be fair, bro, have anyone seen or been able to stay awake for 45 minutes watching Man City play against Arsenal? Is that what you guys want for Manchester United's future? playing against those teams. Falling asleep in the first half, you see the team repeating the same attack pattern over and over and over for 90 minutes. Really?
Nah, yeah,
Nah,
man. I
come on,
feel like
man.
this. He's too harsh on Bruno. I know that,
Bro,
like,
the man hates certain players. Cool. I could understand you want to say Casemiro mightn't be a B, but let me be real. Bruno was at least a B. You can't say Bruno is a C, bro. The assist was one thing, but the game, he wasn't doing no Hollywood passes. He was keeping it simple. He was linking it up, recycling the play, making good defense plays. He wasn't on no. You can't say Bruno had a bad performance. To be fair, he was good. It's
yeah.
weird.
For me, like the thing about it is, like, when you're doing the basics well, like, how do you spell recycle? Recycle. Is that how you recycle? Whatever. I can't. How do you spell recycle, Mark? Recycle. Recycled.
Yeah, good to go there.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I know maybe Rep Up wants him to be the guy that, like, is like taking shots or something, or like, I don't know, he demands way more of Bruno. And I think for me, in a game like this where he had Ericsson, like, Bruno has to also, like, temper his risk taking, and I honestly feel like his performance was actually underrated. Even when you look at the stats, just look at the stats of just how Bruno did, you realize that, okay, created 2 good chances. He had 8 passes into the final third. 8. He was only dispossessed twice. He won 6 duels.
The man hear what everybody say about him for the last 6 games, 7 games in the Prem, and he say, you know what, hold my beer. I'm gonna do all this. Say, keep it simple,
So,
do the basics good, contribute for the team. And men still vex with him. Men still vex. I don't know what it is.
So
We
what
don't have to,
grade?
we don't have to
What
embellish his
grade do you think?
performance like he did amazing, but come on, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was good. So like, we just keep it real. I mean, like, I still wouldn't say, oh, the only reason Man United was good is because Brentford was shit. That is weird, bro. Those
Yeah.
arguments for me is real weird, because it's like saying the only reason we came third in season 1 was because 3 teams had issues. One had a takeover problem, one had a injury crisis, and the next one was dealing with financial trouble. But you know what I mean? It's weird. That's what men to say, bro. These kind of arguments, bro, the logic in that make it don't make sense to me, bro.
I said financial trouble. The guys make up all kinds of excuses, but that was funny, Mark. That was funny. So I think we're gonna settle for a B minus. Doctor, do you agree with a B minus for Bruno, or do you disagree? Doctor, you there? Doctor, hello?
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Okay, let's hear from Chelsea Up. How do you judge? Big up, Riley.
Hello there.
All right, let's give Rashford a grade. What performance grade do you give Marcus Rashford?
I'll say I'm being kind here because the performance this weekend for Rashford. I'm giving him B minus average. Being very kind.
Wait. B minus for Rashford?
I know. Did he? I think he scored the goal.
Riley.
Yep.
What are you saying? What are you saying? What is he saying?
Rashford scored a goal. Which game was Riley watching?
He's waffling, bro. Did he watch the game?
I don't think so. Riley was watching the Women's Super League, and then he's like, that is too funny. The scorers were Ganacho and Hoyland. Oh God. Okay, all right. Vegeta said Rashford gets a C plus. Why?
I agree with that.
Seen as a bad grade.
I'm not gonna over-index these performances. That's what we need to stop there.
Okay. So, what could Rashford have done better to get? Because remember, he was playing on the right for most of the game. Like, he provided a nice assist for Garnacho. The one assist, the momentum shifter, the goal that we scored right at the beginning of second half. You know, like what could he have done to get a B from you, Wrap Up Haven?
For him to get a B, he needs to. Let me explain it like this: it's be more involved in the game. Have more creation, because we still didn't create a lot. We had a lot of shots. There was a lot of shots. There's like 20. We had 23 shots, did we not?
Yeah. Let me just double check that before we fabricate anything. I think the 23 shots in total, 11 on target.
But it wasn't all through creation, because Garnacho had 8 of them shots. He scored 1.
Yeah.
8. So that's not a great convert. He had 8 shots. So. Listen, it's work in progress with me, innit? So nobody in the second half, nobody did really bad. Let's be honest about it. Nobody did. But we were still getting ran through a few times. The structure wasn't great.
Okay.
So to me, like second half, everybody did decent. Everybody did well. I can't really say it was this and this, but my thing is I'm holding high standards for these players because they've shown something before. So they can at least meet what they've done before. That's what I'm saying.
I see. I hear what you're saying. Mark is saying taking shots is not the role of a winger. Creating chances are, but you know,
wingers take shots and create. They can do both.
And Garnacho is the epitome of that. Yeah.
Robin took shots and created. All the elite wingers can do both. Salah takes shots. And now he creates as well. If you want to be one of the best wingers, you should be able to do both.
So let's see. Yale says Rashford had an assist. He gets a B and he works his heart out. Actually, it's an A-. No, Yale, A-.
You're doing too much, bro.
A- is too high, you know.
We're doing way too much. Listen, this was Rashford's best game. I can't lie. I'm not going to deny that. It's Rashford's best game.
Okay, then we have to move it to B-. Come on, it can't be Rashford's best game and then he gets a C+. Come on, bro. Like, look, Bruno got a
B- then. But remember, the bar for us is low because our Bs are not the same Bs for other teams. If that was another team, they'll be getting like that's what it is.
Great point there, Wrap Up. Probably the best point you've had all show today, honestly. If we are satisfied with rubbish, it's an A+. The bar is in low, it's in hell.
That's what I'm saying. If we were a good team, you know what them grades would be. If we were a good team,
what?
They'll be D's.
Nah, Rev Up, come on.
D's and C-.
All right. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to Højlund and Garnacho real quick. All right. Can you lead the way on Højlund? How did you?
Højlund B-. I'll give him the second half. He was good.
What a finish, though. What a finish. Dink. Nice dink finish there. Over Flecken, like that for me shows that this guy has, you know, like I'm just excited to watch him develop as a Man United player, honestly, for the future. And I think B is the full grade, but because you're going B- and you're being harsh, Wrap Up Haven, I'm gonna allow the B- then. Let's go to Garnacho. But Højlund's best game for United, says Yale. True, easily his best game this season. Mark has a quick question. Let's hear it.
Yeah, my question now, guys. For halftime with Vegeta and the Wrap Up Haven, who seem to think these standards on the floor. Haaland in the last 3 games, 37 shots, no goals. What the standards is for him?
Where are you getting these stats from?
No, bro. That's the reality.
Where are we getting these stats from? Check up on these stats.
No, because you said that's hold on.
Check up on the. Remember last 23 shots, I was accurate.
He hasn't scored in the last 3 games.
Check up on these stats,
What?
Check up on these stats. You know how he is.
Okay, let's hear the stats again, Mark. What did you say?
Don't make up stupidness and talk about these other teams. It would be a D, bro. fancy imaginary sati that these
Mark
fellas will be
and
coming here with.
repeat it.
These
I'm
imaginary
not
standards that
taking
the
this
rapper
seriously.
Haven is making.
Mark and repeat those stats again, please.
Imaginary standards, bro.
No.
We've caught
Mark
you in
and
4K
repeat
many
those stats.
times on
You're not
KG's
answering my
channel wrap
question.
up. Don't
Mark
forget,
and
we've
repeat
caught
those
you in
stats again,
4K
please.
more than I have been caught in 4K,
Mark
bro.
and repeat those stats again, please.
He have better stat. He has more
repeat
shots
those
in the
stats
last
again. He's
3
chatting
games
rubbish.
and not.
Get him out of here, man. Get him out. He's
I
chatting
had to
rubbish.
sit with him. He can't repeat.
He couldn't repeat the stats again. He was lying, bro. I told him repeat the stats again.
You know,
we're not gonna do that tomfoolery on this platform either.
You know what's funny? My bro Mark, when he talks like, bro, like he'll just slide in his stat there to like,
and I was like, repeat them. You
support
can
his argument, you know.
No.
I bet his Anyway, I shouldn't even go that far. But like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I like how sometimes he does that. Oh no, doctor, we lost the doctor. She literally was. I was about to bring you in for the medical stuff, doctor. Anyway, she gave the grade a U minus.
I agree. Ungradable.
Medical staff gets a U. Let's hear U minus. Failure. You're a failure. You'll never make it. Let me hear what Riley has to say about Garnacho. Maybe Riley saw Garnacho. Let's hear Riley Taylor. Man like Riley, please tell me you saw Garnacho's goal at least.
Yeah, fabulous finish, you know. What finish?
What do you mean? Say that again.
Fabulous. It's a fabulous finish.
Fabulous finish. Okay.
Do what?
So,
nice finish. It's a B minus.
Can you justify the B minus?
B minus. Yes, he scored the goal brilliantly. It was a fabulous finish, but if he would have scored more goals, then it would be bumped up to an A minus. Being very generous from that goal. He defended well, and of course that goal was a fabulous finish. And I thought a B minus is enough for me to do that because of the quality.
B minus. Let me ask the doctor if she agrees with this. B minus is a little harsh, you know, because like for me, doctor, I feel like Garnacho was our best at threat.
Garnacho.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yes. I B minus is it. I'm tending to lean on more closer to A, if you know what I mean. Because
explain
B
what you mean.
He was the best player on the pitch.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he was the best player on the pitch. And giving him a B minus is just then if you give him a B minus, then Evans and Martinez too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because you can't give Garnacho a B minus and then give Martinez and Evans both A's and then say Garnacho is the best player on the pitch.
We have to revise everybody's grade. Yeah.
Actually, forget B minus. It's an A minus.
So just give him an A plus.
An A.
Okay, so maybe we should settle for A minus because he's on par
with
A
plus.
Yeah. What a finish! What a finish he made.
So can we have some democracy here?
Yeah, that goal was amazing.
Doctor says an A, solid A, right? Or A minus. I need to hear you. A plus.
I said
I said A minus.
A solid A.
Solid
not
A.
A minus. Solid
A. Okay. Riley says A minus after revising the grade, and I feel like it was a B plus A minus. Let me see. Let's see anybody in the chat to help give some balance to this. Please. Let's see what anybody else says about Garnacho. Kenny Fan TV went with A minus. Okay. Anybody else give a Garnacho grade? Imran Khan says solid A. Oh my goodness, this is tough. This is tough. One more person, please, with a grade for Ganacho to help balance it off, because it's
Solid
almost
A.
it's a solid A. Like Imran Khan, Doctor versus me, Riley Taylor. Maybe Wrap Up Haven can get balanced. Wrap Up is gonna say C plus. Let's hear Mark. Mark, please, what do you say?
For
Vegeta says
Garnacho, he could get an A, bro. I could give him an A. I
A.
think he was the biggest threat in the entire game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Of course, he took a lot of shots, but most players just take lots of shots before they score. I mean, I give all a start just now and it not fake, but you know, man, them want to think feel is shipping is not talking because a man averaging 9 shots a game. In the last 4 games, he ain't score a goal. How many shots he take in the last 4? I'm saying if this average is 9 shots per game, but that's just me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's a bad player. I'm just saying sometimes he don't have the best conversion rates. Last
Yes.
season he didn't. He was nowhere near. So I just being honest. So what I'm saying is, you know, Garnacho he might have take what 10 shots on score 1 goal or 8 shots on score a goal, but the chances that he taken and the play that he played during the game, he was the
Yeah.
most effective. You know, he was a definite threat for the entire game. So you can't say, well, just a B or a B minus. It had to be a A because he didn't really put a foot wrong.
Mark, I have to second that by saying also I listened to this Pep Guardiola interview when he was talking. He was being asked about Hoyland, who had missed a clear chance, and he was like, for him, for Guardiola, the greatest players in his opinion are the players that are able to just sort of like process, be angry about themselves for missing a clear chance, and then don't let that affect them for the rest of the game. Take 5 seconds to think about it and be like, should have scored, and then you reset, clean slate. In the same game, you have to be mentally strong and just keep going. And that's Ganacho has a little bit of that like memory of a fish quality that like, bro, he can hit the side netting, but he will not let that like affect his game in a negative way. He'll get the ball, he'll try to make things happen. He's always very direct, always trying things, and that's what you want ultimately from your winger. And so yeah, I think I think an A is deserving, and I'm gonna say big up to him. Any other substitutes, guys, that deserves honorable mention? I think Manuel Ugarte came on, Lindelof came on, Mazraoui came on, but it was very late in the game, like 88th minute or something like that. Oh, Xerxes came on for Hoyland. We could have been 3-1, if Xerxes was a little bit
I mean, bro, you
sharp.
know what? Homie just in acclimatized to the league, bro. He a little bit, you know what I mean, off the pace. He not really at it yet. I say give him until Christmas, bro. Let the man bed in and, find his form. We know he had talent and ability. The scout's not crazy, you know what I mean? But so
Yeah.
just game time, bro. Like everybody disappointed, bro. But no, but I don't think we should be as disappointed with him not scoring that chance as Christian Eriksen missing from 7 yards off the goal line. I mean,
Mm,
that's a mad miss. You know what I'm saying? But at
mm.
the same time, I think the media and people doing a little bit too much on Zixi right now, bro. He's a new player. As much as I probably was not one of the guys who wanted him to be signed this summer, I didn't like his profile, to be fair. But he is here and we had to give him some time. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I think a C plus is justifiable for
Nah,
Xerxes.
C
Yeah.
for all the subs, bro. C for all the
Okay,
subs, no
C,
pluses.
C, C. No pluses. All right, let's give Eric Ten Hag a grade as a panel. What are we saying about Eric Ten Hag?
You know what, Eric Ten Hag, absolutely. You know what, he got the team together right when United came back to make it 2-1, and I think, AJ,
Don't mention the game.
We'll be there. We're coming to you, Shay.
we're
Just give it
coming
a
to you,
second.
Shay. But I got to say, for Eric Ten Hag, I think he's done pretty well with the team to get it onto it too. As mentioned, it's way too defensive, but the effort for him and for United to win it 2-1 was just incredible. Great managerial style and of course superb technique. I think an A minus.
A minus. Okay. What as let's hear somebody else. Doctor, what grade do you give Eric Ten Hag? Were you happy with his lineup, his substitutions? Like what can you say about him? He had Ethan Wheatley and Jack Fletcher on the bench, Ahmad, Anthony, unused. Doctor, you there? Or
Yeah,
Mark?
I
Yeah,
think.
okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
So I think I think he's trying to get in on more of the young ones, if you know what I mean. He's trying to do it the Ines way. Like every time he brings out the playlist, the sorry, I said the playlist. The what's it called? That the player list,
The lineup on
before the
substitute bench
match starts.
always
Oh
had
yes,
youngsters.
the lineup.
Mm.
Yes, but what I'm saying is this season, since the beginning of the season, during the summer they did say, "Oh, we want a younger team." Like I'm seeing the low. This is whatever he's doing right now is a long term process, and I'm seeing it more and more every game. And
Okay.
guys, I'm just going to say this. He for this game, it's a B. I'm giving him a B. But I'm just going to say this.
Yeah.
We are not winning the Premier League in the next 2 years. So everybody has to be happy with that. We're probably going for Europa Cup. Then maybe next season Champions League. We don't deserve Champions League, but you know what? We're trying to work up our way back up to a Premier League win, okay? And even Inya said they're not looking to win the Prem till 2028. So guys, let's be honest and hopeful that we're not
Yeah.
horrible. At least let's pray, fingers crossed, sixth place and something.
A
You
lot of
know,
Man
A
United
cup.
fans do not want to hear that.
I
We
know
don't want
so calm. I know so calm on that case. NHS, I back the manager, but sixth place on a hope. Nah, boy. Nope. No. No. Sorry. I apologize. But I want a Europa Cup win.
The,
I want to defend the FA Cup. And
look,
we have to come at least fifth or sixth. That is not an
I,
option,
I
bro. We
also
have to
I
win
also
two.
want one.
That only how we could come sixth is if we win
Yeah,
them two cups
the,
back to back, like bang bang, sixth, probably. But we have to come at
yeah,
least, for me, fifth
I,
minimum this season.
It
yeah,
actually, to what?
I did say at the beginning of the season that I expect him to win the FA Cup again and the Europa League because if we don't,
Doctor,
for
do you feel
example,
like
if
the
Liverpool,
third FA
God
Cup,
forbid,
3 FA Cup
this is
finals
all.
in a row is a little bit like two? What are you saying, Doctor? 3 FA Cup finals in a row is what you expect from Eric Ten Hag? Do
Bro,
you
he
know
showed
how?
us last season he could do it, bro. What are you talking
No,
about?
no,
Listen,
I want
the only thing I
I
disagree with Dr.
want a
NHS
Prem
again
win,
with
but we're
what you
not gonna
said is
have
we
it.
don't deserve the Champions League. If we to deserve the Champions League, bro, your form in the Champions League had to be good. So if we go into Champions League next season and we start winning games,
True.
whether we finish fifth in the Premier League or not, if we win the Champions League, we deserve it. That's how I always look at our cup. You know what I mean? The door effect is not having nothing to do with the form in the Prem.
Yeah.
But
No.
it is what it is. I would give Ten Hag a B because
When I
I think
said
he
we
was
don't
good.
deserve the Champions League, I mean, look at the way we're playing now. Look at the way we are playing right now, today.
Yeah, but right
Today
now is
we
a
go into
temporary
the
thing,
Champions
Doctor.
League with the kind of players we have right now.
I mean, not
Um,
necessarily in
yeah,
the
but
sense that
fingers,
okay, the current
do you really
form and
think
the current
next season
performance
by
is
this
not
time we
great.
go into the Champions League and we're like,
Big up to AJ in the building.
How we doing? How we
Current
doing?
form not so great, you know,
Big up,
but
man.
I think we could evolve into a better team going forward. I just feel like
make
sticking
sure
on the performances currently to
we don't
determine.
have our hearts broken. Remember last season? I'm still not over last season.
Yeah, but that's in the past, Doctor. Last season,
Last season
you
during
say
the Champions
last
League, do you know how
season.
it was sitting down, watching us get back? We were winning 3-0. 3-0.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah.
do you know how much therapy? went to a therapy session and I started talking about football. And then
trust me,
the
doctor.
woman is just
I know
looking
the
at me
therapy,
like
doctor.
I'm
You know what I
mad.
mean? Trust. I know what you're talking about.
Do you
But
know
what I'm
how
saying
crazy
is,
that is?
but what I'm saying is, doc, we had to forget last season and move on. At the end of the day, the past had to stay in the past in some situations. And this is a
No, I
football
can't.
club. It's fluid. How to move fluid.
Sure. Let's hear
The past doesn't stay
AJ,
in
Dr.
the
Holo.
past when
Let's
I
hear
start talking about the 08 Champions League win. Let's
Doctor,
be
Doctor,
league.
Doctor.
Like when we
Doc,
won
you're
that,
living in memory
the
lane, Gil.
11, 12.
I could ask a question. I
Let
don't want
me
to be
live
offensive,
in.
you know, but I feel like you don't
Let
consider
me
the
be the
exit as
legend.
much as you consider in the past of United. Eh?
Doctor, can you leave the Champions League talk alone? You know, Doctor,
Oh
shared
wow!
this
Oh
screenshot with me,
wow!
like saying this is what's
Oh,
this, Doctor? What are we looking at? This is
Xerxes. Look at that,
Yeah.
2009.
He wasn't playing in all these. Come on. He's in the team, but like, he was not a starter or anything.
Yeah, he was a starter in the Champions League that season.
Yep.
I could
I'm
tell
sure
you for
some
free
of it.
because he
Yeah,
scored against United. Because he scored against United, bro.
I would say he's more for he's more of a squad player. I don't think he really started like a lot of games.
Yeah, he's still young. Like he wasn't leading
He
the
was
line for
starting for
Bayern,
Bayern
so
Munich
like
in
on all those
2019. I
trophies.
could
Johnny
tell man
Evans
for
also
free.
is a squad player, but he's still a Champions League winner. No, you guys
Doctor has a
are
point.
going to tease me. I know, and tease me all you want. Do that. I don't care. We have Champions League winners in our team. Okay.
True.
And I'm gonna mute myself.
No, nobody can take away. He has a medal at home, so nobody
Mic
can
drop.
take that away from him. Mic drop, exactly. No, let's hear AJ and then also Sashiv, and then we're gonna have to laugh at Shay before we.
Get out of
Cherries are popping. The cherries are popping this week.
basically, I'd say that was a poor performance of Liverpool for us Blues.
Yeah, and you, Riley. Don't think we forgot about you. We're gonna also laugh at you and Shay.
Come on, guys. Let me let AJ cook. Let me let AJ cook, and then Riley can go.
Let's hear. Let's do the United first. We're gonna come.
AJ first. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I agree.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to jump in when I was hearing that FA Cup and Europa League and that whole talk, right? And like what's expected. So here's the way I see it, right? We want to see improvement, obviously. So there's kind of three ways I see to improve. We're not saying that we could win the champion. You know, basically there's high position in the league, FA Cup, and Europa League. Those are like the three ways that we could rank, or there's a better word there, but you get it. So it's not out of hand to say we want to see improvement. Last year we got the FA Cup, so okay, so to improve on that, it's either 2 trophies or a trophy, and we're actually doing better in the league. Like there's only there's only 2 ways to improve.
I agree.
It's one or the other. You know what I mean? So I think either way we need a trophy if we want to.
Don't you think, AJ? Don't you think that the doctor is being a really which manager right now in the Premier League has been to 3 FA Cup finals in a row?
It's the only thing that could save him. He's been crap everywhere else. He's all he talks about is the trophies because that's what's saving him. So that unless he's really showing progress in the league, which we're not, which obviously it can happen. I'm not counting anything out, and I definitely think there's a betting in process going in, right? But you can't. No, top 4 is not a trophy
unless you're Arsene Wenger. But but that's
so. Yeah, it's either 2 trophies or a trophy and at least a European spot through the league is what I would hope to see if we want to see real progress. Otherwise, we're just kind of stagnating, and then it's a decision: well, are we on the upward curve or downward, or or have we plateaued?
What about you, Sashiv? What do you say?
Overall, the performance, the performance, like maybe around 30 minutes or towards the end of the game, I thought we were much we were much control of the game. I thought, I mean, credit to Martinez. I thought I was a bit, I was a bit like scared of like what Lisandro Martinez is going to do against Mbembo. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no, yeah. But
Yeah.
to be honest, this was his best game this season as a left back.
And where do you fall in the poll, Sashif? Because I ask, should Licha Martinez be our left back moving forward? 48% say yes, and 52 say no. Which one did you answer and why?
Since we don't have a left net throw fullback.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm gonna slightly lean towards a yes. I'm slightly leaning towards yes because at least there will be there will be a little bit in imbalance on the back foot because Lisandro Martinez is a left footer as well because and because because I saw like our back four look really stable against Brentford and I'm not gonna lie, maybe against Fenerbahce, maybe the same lineup because we are gonna play against Fenerbahce and it's a bigger test. It's more likely a bigger test than the West Ham game, in my honest opinion, because it's obviously Jose Mourinho. So obviously we have to make a statement against these lot. Simple.
Okay. Mark and Doctor, where are you in this poll? Like
never happen. I
think
he
should never be left
bro.
back.
Listen. It was a good game yesterday. He had a good game on Saturday. I applaud him for that performance.
Yeah.
I was like Kenny before the game. I was like, nah, bro. The first time I see him at left back was not good at all. You know what I mean? I would rather, bro. I be fair, bro. I would rather give one of the youngsters who play in left back all the career in the academy a chance at left back, bro. I rather compensate.
That's a good shout.
You know what I mean? Like whether it's Murray or it's Amas. I know a lot of people like Amas, but I will be honest and tell everybody, Amas is Murray's substitute in the league. He was. Murray was the starting left back that the team won the treble with.
But Mark, we have LENY YORO. You can sub out Johnny Evans for LENY YORO. You have YORO.
No, well, you see, I have a different opinion on LENY YORO situation in the team. Everybody think Galit and Martinez gonna be the pairing in the center. I think it's gonna be LENY YORO, and either one of the two of them will alternate. Because if we look at the situation that we had with Varane and Martinez, Varane would hold back and let Martinez go and make all the rush tackles and whatnot. Galit is kind of similar to Martinez. Sometimes he does stay back though, but he usually go at the danger. Now, YORO is that type of defender that is read the danger, allow the other defender to go and attack it, and he will cover up and mop up. He had the pace to do it. He had the quality on the ball to do it. And, he's young, but he did make League One team of the season. And that's not just because he was young.
That is true,
because he was one of the best defenders in League One. So I would say, not now, may not be now, but maybe by the end of the season or maybe the start of next season, he might be the starting centre back. So I have a different opinion on YORO, bro. So that's just me.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was just curious what the doctor was gonna say about this, because it's so divisive right now.
So,
or like such a some people want him at left back, Licha, some people don't. Where does the doctor stand on this?
I mean, for right, I do want him at okay, do you know what? Let him play Fenerbahce left back, Martinez, I mean, and let's see how far. Because at the Community Cup, Shield, he was near 50. It's like one good performance, one bad performance. So let's see. All I want to see is consistency. We need to maintain a win ratio, play well. Don't concede, and then you're ginger to now get back into the game. You know what I mean? It's like so far we've had like a horrible first half, and a great second half, a great first half. It's like we need consistency, and as a fan base, we all need patience, and I'm talking about myself too. Don't take it to heart. We've lost. Let's move on. It's going to hurt. I've said this many times over the past few weeks. This process is going to hurt, guys. It's going to hurt bad. We're gonna cry. Trust us.
Bro, I've been telling man that for a whole year, Dr. NHS, hopefully they will listen to you because they clearly don't hear me when I say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
Yeah, especially between now and end of January, we
Yeah.
have 2 games every week at least. Every 3 days, we're moaning about something. And in 2
You know,
weeks' time, we're playing Leicester City twice back to back. So I'm just putting that out there.
Doctor and Mark, like Man United fans were so fickle that if Licha, like what Doctor is saying, if Licha plays left back versus Fenerbahce, and Licha puts in a nice
Don't,
cross. Hold on. He puts in a nice cross with his left. He does one overlap, nice cross. Colin finishes it, bro. We'll be like, from now on, Licha should be left back. Like we don't want to, you know.
Yeah.
It's true though. It's true though.
He's the best player there.
Seen it
Yeah,
over
you
and
know.
over.
bro,
and I've seen what this.
And I'll be
That'll
like,
be
calm
hilarious. So
down.
that happens.
It was one
Right?
I
day.
am.
Or if he gets a
One
goal,
thing I would say,
like,
guys, is I over with the square pegs in wrong hole situation. If we don't have a player to fit it, buy one. Forget our
Yeah.
scene. You see all this rotating,
Yeah.
move this and all this up. Nah, brother. You know
look
what I
at
mean? In
look
some
at
situations,
Mark though. Look at
And
Blind. Look at Blind. Blind. We bought him as a center back and then moved to left back,
brother,
and
listen
he
to
never
what I'm
looked.
telling you,
yeah.
right? Listen to me. Hear me out carefully, right? I want you to
Mhm,
listen to me real good, right? You know how we just talk about generational players?
mhm,
You know, we just talk about football and intelligent players. You know, we talk about footballing players with potential, footballing players with talent, average footballing players. Well,
mhm.
not everybody is a blend. Not everybody
Yeah.
that intelligent about playing football like Daily Blind. Not everybody as talented naturally
But
as let me say
Lichai
as
has
a
played left back for Argentina,
bro. That's
bro.
not
Like
the point, bro. The
yeah,
point is not
okay,
that, bro. Everybody different.
That,
Not everybody's the same, bro. Not because a player does this for this team means he can do what his next players do because he's play football or he just as quick.
okay.
It doesn't work so. Look at
No,
it like this, bro.
look,
Lamine
look.
Yamal, if you
Oh,
stand up next to Lamine Yamal, bro, and you
yeah.
put Cristiano Ronaldo's son stand up next to him, when you look at the two of them and you say, you ask which one is a
Ronaldo's son is
footballer,
taller. Yeah.
when you look at when you see which one is the footballer, you know what normal people is do is look at your legs to see
Mm-hmm.
if your legs have definition and these kind of things because it's tell you how, if it's a footballer or not. You would think Ronaldo's son is the baller and Lamine Yamal is not because he don't look like he have any muscles in
Sure,
his legs. But
sure.
it's not about that, bro. It's about like players, bro. We just had to have the players who could play the position. The end. You understand? It's like, of course, we would like a player like Joshua Zirkzee, bro. He might be playing in the 10 role against Fenerbahce as Bruno is out, so he might be in the 10. Now,
Yeah.
I would like to see a good performance from him, but I already know if he perform well, we score some goals, he have a few assists. He never go on the head and start him at number 10. You understand what I mean? But the
I hear it.
reality is, he might do a job there, and it might get him back into confidence. But he really is a striker who just play the false nine.
Sure,
So
sure. I hear that point, but I also want to remind you it's like this. Like sometimes you have situations in a player's career that end up seeing them like you may think it's a temporary situation and then they evolve into like this position and grow into the position. You've seen even Ben White, who was a center back, now is a bona fide right back for Arsenal. You've seen as we talked about Daily Blind,
Even Rude was a midfielder, and then they converted him into a
you know
striker.
and then we might end up just in a situation that's just like wow, we see Licha just becoming like the more reliable left back than we ever thought.
Here's how I see it. I
brother,
think
we
I
going to
think
Let's hear
it's
buy
AJ. Let's hear AJ.
Alvaro Fernandez back, or we go and buy a left back.
yeah.
Let's
Well, I
hear
was
what
going to
Let me
segue
ask
into
you all a
that too.
question. Let's not hold on.
Okay.
We only have we have Licha in left back, who's left footed, right? If
Mm-hmm.
Licha get injured, who we have?
Yeah,
All right.
Nobody.
So
We're gonna
so
have to
so
put
so just
Gonzalo
start there.
back.
as a
Hold on,
Raul.
hold on, hold on,
You
hold
know.
basically,
on, hold on, hold on. So if we now let me say we put Licha in this position, everybody hyping Licha. You think we
Mhm.
going to spend 20 million in January to bring in a left back, bro? Who might be the left back that we was always hoping to get in all of these players? He might just be that guy.
oh,
So why
100% we
kill
have to buy
up
left back.
that chance by trying to shoehorn Leach as a left back? Of course he could convert. Of course he could play the role when needed. But
Mhm.
let we leave it as an option and not as a definite situation because I would still rather us buy a definite left back, a brother who just play left back
100%.
all his life.
January.
Left-footed, left back.
Sure.
He know how to bomb. He know how to
100%.
hold back. He know what to do. He's a left back king. He's not a
I
left
could-
centre back. You
I
know what
agree
mean?
with that. I think it's awesome that we have that as an option, but it's more of a tactical decision. I don't think that would be the answer, right? And I can imagine Licha as a left back, maybe, obviously I don't know, but I can imagine that it would be one of those styles where maybe he comes into the middle more often, and he's actually more of a CDM, even though he's at left back.
Exactly.
But I think we want more overlapping runs and crosses and stuff. I'm sure Alicia could do that, but that's not him, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's what will work with our wingers more, is to have that sort of player open up more space, give him more
100%.
options.
Okay.
So I don't expect them to solve the left back situation this year. Personally, I just don't think there's the finances for it, and we got what's his name, the young guy coming back with the knee. We have options, right? There's Malasia's coming back, and then we have THO, Mazraoui, and Licha. I think they're going to say that's good. Right
Shaw.
Now,
Yeah.
No, we don't. We don't have Luke Shaw. That's
We don't have
in
Luke
the
Shaw.
conversation. That doesn't
Terminate
exist.
his contract. Bro.
So,
Terminate his contract.
so I don't see that being solved in January. I think they're going to roll with it this year.
No,
especially because they don't know about the manager situation either.
Actually, I can tell you this, right?
Hold on.
I just wanted to put this out there. We actually in for a left back, bro. The manager situation that has nothing to do with United, but the media speculation, bro. If United go and make a decision on the manager, I don't think that will affect bringing in a left back, because I don't think United wants to depend on Luke Shaw or Malacia. Because one, Luke Shaw is never available, so you can't depend on him. He's going into his 11th year as a United player, bro. He's not getting any younger.
Okay. To wrap up, Mark, to wrap up this left back conversation, we just want to hear Fix's opinion on it, and then from there we will move on with the rest of the show, because we've been talking about this for like 10 minutes now. Let's Fix, bro. There's a poll in the chat right now that has been, the question is, should Martinez be our left back moving forward? And it's very, very balanced. Some people say yes, some people say no, almost 50%, 50%. Where are you in this conversation?
Good afternoon, everyone from this part of the world. Yes, I think we have, as I can say, our best performance of the season playing this last match. In terms of everywhere, every position is balanced, and I see Martinez overlapping at least twice or three times in that game. Though he do more of the inverting to the middle. So I think he can get us till January, because I heard a few days ago we were talking about is it Alphonso Davies of Bayern Munich. So
Real Madrid. Maybe that's keep going. Yeah.
I just heard about it in the media, so I don't know. But definitely, with what we have been suffering, if we did not buy left back by January, I will be surprised, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised because we have suffered because of it. But I think Martinez can take us over the line to January.
Who do you think we would be in for as a left back, though? Like financially, obviously I don't know the finances, but from what I can't imagine we have a huge purse. We want somebody good. I mean, if the most realistic is either the recruiting department has some fairly unknown entity in their back pocket that they're thinking of that's going to be cheap, but can maybe step up, or there's that buyback on Fernandez. I think that's probably 16 mil is probably the cheapest. That's probably the most value you're going to get for your money.
I want us to let Fernandez be for now. His game has not developed fully, and the pressure of playing in Premier League and for Manchester United can pull his development backward. So in January, Bayern Munich can let Davies to negotiate with any club.
You want to hijack Real Madrid again?
No, Fix. Been fixed one time.
Alphonso Davies.
Sin been one time. One time, King. You see, this, bro, you want to go
I'm
and
not
spend 60, 70 million for
this
Alfonso
guy.
Davies, who don't
Why?
even know if you
Why
want
should
him
I
to be a
say
central
Felix?
attacking midfielder
Justify it,
or a
bro.
winger? The man can't defend, King.
He can't
He give
defend.
up
Yeah.
a penalty against Facundo Palestri. If the referee didn't cheat for Bayern, we would have a penalty. Kick out the back of his
Even the
ankle.
game, even the game against Frankfurt, he
Nah.
wasn't even there. He wasn't even there for the third goal that they
Bro,
actually considered in the last
so
minute.
that will allow him to go for free. Are you saying that?
I don't
Are you
want
saying
him,
that?
even if it's for free, King. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
you
telling
are
you?
saying
I
you
don't
don't
even
want
want
him.
him.
It's because of the
I would
system they
rather
are
take a
I
playing.
wouldn't
box
take
of
him.
I'm going
cereal.
to be playing attacking game. It's going to be there. Okay, who else? Who else can do the job? Because definitely we are not going to be going to this in
There's
forward without a
Gutierrez
left.
who has a 20 million pound
Wait,
release
wait, wait,
clause.
wait, wait.
Miguel Gutierrez. I could call
Region.
Adrian Trufe at Rennes. 17 million euros for him. Release clause. You want me to keep going?
Bro. Is the person
Michael
coming to come
Coyote
and become
at
the best?
Fiorentina. 21 million pound release clause. Can play left wing back,
If
right wing
you are
back,
asking of
left back,
left back,
right back.
there are many
19
left
years,
backs in the
21.
world. There are many left backs in the world. If it is to be mentioning
Right.
and all that.
And they are all
But
better
remember
options
what happened to
than
us when.
Alfonso Davies, King.
Oh
All
God,
of them.
All right.
Mark, just wait. I said, remember what happened to us when we, instead of to buy Cody Gakpo, we went for Vegas,
Yeah, yeah.
and by the end of the day,
Hey,
no,
please don't remind us.
Big.
so that's it too. You don't start mentioning names, because if I'm getting Godigbako that I think he scored up to 9 goals or 8 goals for Liverpool that same season that we bought Vegas. Just add it, and that same season we'll finish third. Add this goals to Man United. I think by that January we were very close. I think 5 points off Man City that won the league by that January. So I think buying a defender left back this January is going to help us. A big deal. To be honest with you.
All right. No, big up yourself, Fix. Big up AJ Sashim.
Big up to you. Big up to you.
Thank you so much for all these opinions, and Dr. NHS as usual. Fix, please don't ever mention that like that transfer again, bro. Starlord is cooking right now while listening to the show. You want Starlord to burn his food? Please don't. Big up yourself. Let's talk to this guy. What happened versus Liverpool, sir?
Oh, I don't know what to say, but that was a terrible performance.
It was more than terrible.
This is totally crap.
Listen. What about you?
Don't mention.
What happened? Why is your team getting red cards? I thought, like you used to be getting red cards when Granit Xhaka was still playing, and then Xhaka left. I thought, oh, okay, red cards are over. What happened, Shay? Why did you guys lose versus the Cherries?
Nothing. That was the worst performance yet from us.
Shay,
I predicted Man United to win 3-2-1 in the power predictions.
Don't mention power predictions, Shay, because you know what? Look.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
This is Shay's prediction for Arsenal versus the Cherries. 5-1. What happened, Shay?
I got 3.
No, you predicted 5-1. What happened? It was your cherry. You thought you were gonna pop the cherries, and the cherries popped you guys. What happened, bro? Like, honestly, like, do you think you're gonna win the league this season, or are you giving up? You haven't given up yet.
If we beat Liverpool, if we're trying to get Liverpool.
If you try what?
Beat Liverpool.
If you beat Liverpool.
Yeah.
Man just throwing cherries at you.
Get out of here, man.
Get out of here, Shay. Well, you know the
I'm
thing.
not happy because people not hitting the like button.
Look, listen. This is the message that you said. I was like, has anybody seen Shay Arsenal? Has anybody seen William Saliba?
They did that to Chelsea.
You and Chelsea could get it today.
Oh, by the way, Shay, London is blue. Look at that.
Shay, trying to divert. Also, oh my goodness, so
Get out of here, Riley.
Arsenal is getting cooked.
Pappy. By the way, this was our recent match.
So you beat who? Spurs 5-2.
Yep.
But when did you guys play Arsenal? You beat Arsenal as well?
Arsenal last Saturday.
Oh, Arsenal can't catch a break. Shay, I'm sorry, bro.
Why is always they coming and roast me?
I
will get you both back if United to lose or Chelsea lose.
Oh, get out of here.
Poppy, can I say, you guys are going to look good for the next game. I predict you guys are going to win this Thursday. I'm thinking 3-1.
Here. Don't leave me hanging, Riley. Don't leave me hanging. Thank you. No, what is this? What is it? You got to put it like this. Thank you. All right. Big up yourself. Thank you. Wow, what a lovely weekend it was for us to just see Chelsea lose. They were talking, oh, Cole Palmer this, Cole Palmer that. Guess what? He ain't cold no more. Anyway, Arteta, please give Arteta extend his contract. We love it. Big up to everybody that has been part of this show, everybody that was in the panel. Lots of appreciation from me to you, Mark, Dr. Fix, AJ, Kenny Fan TV, everybody, Riley, Shay, everybody in this community. You guys are legends. And shout out to Starlord as well as Ramek as well. Thank you so much for your comment earlier on and for hitting the like button. Guys, don't forget the notification bell. Please. Sashiv has a question. What was the question?
I have a question. Are you going to do a Champions League watch-alongs later on?
Oh, not today, but I'll be around for the tomorrow's ones. Today, you
got work?
Yeah.
I have also another question. Has anybody seen Jadon Sancho against Liverpool? Because apparently, I didn't even see him at all.
Oh.
I actually did the watch along.
Yeah.
Like last night, but Sancho simply went like MIA.
Sancho couldn't. I mean, quite frankly, what on earth was Enzo doing?
Move, man, with your Jason. He's just gonna blame the manager. Big up. You should do a Champions League watch along on your channel, Kenny Fan TV.
Oh yeah, sure. Let me see. Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, shout out to you. Big up.
Big up, my bro. And once and for all, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Invincibility is contagious. Stephanie, you wrong for that one. Oh, God.
Them dead.